Any money left in here? Nope, not anymore, there's not.
This here is my Mercedes, and this here is my very expensive bill for my MOT.
The car in question is a 2011 Mercedes C-Class, and I'm going to give you a breakdown of the cost to show you just how the MOT on my Mercedes came to cost me thousands.
Do they think I'm made of money? Now, before we begin, I want to make it absolutely clear, I'm not claiming of being scammed or that the MOT is somehow illegitimate, but what I'm trying to get across is just how expensive an MOT can be. With that said, let's crack on. So the MOT itself cost £54.85. I'll let you guys decide if that's expensive or not. Things they picked up on was 2 anti-roll bars and track rod ends. They cost me £237.50. 2 stabiliser links, one for each side. That was £42.46. 2 tie rod ends. I don't know what the difference between tie rod ends and track rod ends are. Please let me know in the comments section. They cost me £33.82. 2 front tyres. They cost me £123.56. So the MOT itself only cost me £492.19, which is fair enough. However, I also did a service on the car, just an oil service, so not anything too dramatic. The service itself cost me £137.75. How they got that, I've no idea, but there you go. The 5.5 litres of Fuchs oil, which is apparently supposed to be like the best oil in the history of oil, that cost me £70.57. So all in all, the service was £208.32. Now, a part of the MOT, obviously they did loads of stuff with the wheels, so they had to do the tracking again. That cost me £45. Nothing too dramatic. Now, going into the MOT, I did have a check engine management light on. It was something I knew about, I knew what it was for, it just needed clearing, it was no big deal. But to scan and clear the code, they charged me £83.32. Now, I know the main dealers charge you way more, like well over £100 for that, but I'm just like, it's a bit of a cheat just to plug in a computer and type in some stuff on a tablet, you know, it's a lot, but whatever, I'm not going to complain too much. So, the MOT, which cost me £492.19, plus the service, which was £208.32, plus the wheel alignment, which was £45, plus the ECU scan, which was £83.32, came to £828.83. Plus VAT, which was £154.79, total came to £983.62. Pretty much £1,000.
Now, £1,000 is a lot of money, but the worrying thing is that there wasn't actually anything overly wrong with the car. I'm just glad none of the brakes needed to be changed, or else that would cost me even more.
Now, I don't want to come across as saying that is horrendous, that is the most expensive MOT in the history of MOTs. It's not. It is the most expensive MOT I've ever paid for. I'm just fortunate enough to be in a position where I can afford that. You know, there's some families out there which, you know, are struggling to make ends meet and can't afford a £980 bill, you know. And some of you guys were saying, well, if you can't afford it, get rid of your car, but it's like, you need your car for work, you need your car to take your children to school. A car in 2025 is a necessity for a lot of people.
To illustrate to you guys just how much of a surprise the bill was, I've decided to conduct a reconstruction of how it went down.
Ooh. Hey buddy, my man, how's it going? Yeah? Yeah? Did my car pass okay? Oh, that is fantastic news. That is so good. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll come and collect it in a minute. Just a quick question. How much did it all come to in the end? How much? Oh, what could possibly warrant such a high bill? Oh, no. Yeah, but oh, come on, this tyres weren't that bad. You put those old ones back on. Okay, no, that's fine. Yep. No, I'll be down to collect in a minute. Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Greedy motherfucker!
So there you go, folks. That's how my MOT cost me £1,000. If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.